Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Dream of Crafts. My name is Deanna. We're going to do our Sunday morning craft and chat. And I am working on, I already did my X, but I have this large O also. And I purchased these years ago. I want to say maybe 5-6 years ago. And I literally got them on clearance at Hobby Lobby for like 97 cents each. Now the O was originally a Q, and so I went down to my bandsaw and I sawed off the inside and the outside. Now I did saw into the O itself to get off the inside because I didn't want to mess around with my jigsaw. So I just decided to go through. I then re-glued it back together and filled it with some putty stuff. And this is going to be covered up in paper, just like this one was. And so by the time I get done putting the paper on and decorating, you won't even notice that it has been cut through. So I just wanted to let you see the X here and what I did with that. And I didn't want to cover the whole piece in flowers and stuff, but I did want to get a nice layout in there of the different flowers and different things. So I'm real happy with that. I had the X and the Q in a pile to donate, and I thought, no, let's just make something with them. You have them, you paid for them, you might as well create something. So this is the idea I came up with, and this says family brings you home, and then sweet home. And this was just from a card in my stash that I had. So I'm going to set this one aside and we'll go ahead and get working on the other one. So I like working on projects like this, creating things for my craft room. So if you look back in my other tutorials, in my video section, so if you go to the main page and you click on videos, if you go to my main page and you click on videos in my YouTube channel, that'll bring up all the videos I've done so far. And there's quite a few in there of just home decor pieces and things like that. So this one I have painted. I'm not going to paint the back. These are wood with a canvas face on them. So real nice. Solid pieces. So I have painted these, both of them, in poodle skirt pink, and let's see a number on there. DA267 is the number. So they're both painted, and I didn't worry about painting in the center here because it's going to be covered with the paper, like I said. So the paper I decided to use, and I have a stack of the same paper. When I find a paper that I like, I typically will buy several pieces. And I probably have, I don't know, I probably have 15 sheets of it or so, because I typically will buy more than one if I really like it. This to me is very feminine, very easy on the eye, nothing that just screams at you. So, and the back is just green. This particular paper is Attic Charm. It's called Attic Key. And let me see if it tells who printed it. Blue Fern Studios. So, and there is not a number. It was 2016, and it was a Michelle, I'm going to say Sign, S-I-N-G-H, was the creator of this piece, and it is called Attic Charm, Attic Key. So it's probably from a line of different ones that coordinated. So let's go ahead and start laying this. I know this is going to take 2 pieces for this one. My last one I got away with 1. So I'm going to do my best here to that. And I think I'm going to do it upside down like this, so I don't have pencil marks on the top. And let me see here. Like that, I think. So let me just get pencil here. And I'm going to cut off the bottom, so I don't need that. And then I'm going to just do the inside too. Hopefully I won't leave too much pencil mark on my actual wood here. I really don't want to do that. That looks all right. There we go. Okay. So while we're chatting, then I will cut that out. So hope you guys had a great holiday season and are finally back into the everyday stuff. I know my season was busy like everybody else's. You know, we just get caught up in everything that's going on, all the extra activities and fun. And so I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday season. Got to enjoy your family and your friends. And we had a nice season. Our family did. We, of course, I don't get to see my oldest son's boys very much. They live in different towns further away from me, so it's a little hard to see them. My daughter lives in the same town I do, and I take care of my granddaughters on her days when she doesn't have school, and I did homeschool her prior to this school season. So I've been taking care of her since she was tiny baby for my daughter when she worked and stuff. So I've been fortunate enough to be able to do that. And so she loves art. She has been creating and doing art since she could hold a paintbrush in her hand, when she could sit up in her high chair. I had her in the craft room with finger paints and whatever she could get her little hands on. So she does good. She's very good with scissors, and she knows how to run my Cricut machine, how to, do the basics. She doesn't get in and do the layouts and stuff like that, but she knows when it's ready to, she knows how to turn on. She knows when it's ready to be pushed in, and she does that. And she knows when it's ready to start. So she knows how to take it out and unload, take everything off the mat. So yeah, she does really good. So this one, I think I'm going to cut down into here. So I just have, do I want to do that? Or maybe continue with, I'm trying to decide if I want more of that. I think I want more pink. So I might even go in here and trim this up a bit. Yeah, I'm just going to cut down into here so I get down into that other pink. And then these will go in my scrap bin, and I can make different flowers with them, and I punch out my different shapes and stuff so that I don't waste very much. Let me see, do I like that? I think I'm debating whether I want that left there or not. Let me see here. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it, and then I will decorate that. Okay, so I'm going to glue this on, and then I'll be able to flip that over and line it up real nice and straight. Excuse me. So all I used for my glue was Elaine's Tacky Glue. And I just kind of smeared it on there. I got a little glob stuck in the top there. So I'm just going to kind of spit some out there. It doesn't take a huge amount. yeah, so we made it through the season all good, and just have been trying now to get everything put back away, and I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to get started on continue with some more Christmas stuff. And not sure. Not sure if I'm going to continue with more Christmas stuff or not. Once I have all my stuff out, I kind of like to keep working on it, because I did, you have so many ideas and stuff. And I did that my first year when I first started doing YouTube videos. I actually started with 52 weeks of Christmas, because that year was one of those years where, like many, that it's like, oh, I want to do this and this, and I buy the stuff, and then I just literally run out of time to do it. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do 52 weeks of Christmas. So I did. So that is also in my videos, if you'd like to check that out. And I did everything from just crafting to a few, not very many, but a couple small gift ideas and things like that. So that was fun. And then right afterwards, when I had one of my followers said, that ended up being followers, said, are you going to do another 52 weeks of Christmas? I'm like, I think not right now. But this year was, so then that was my first year. And then you get where you still have things that you buy the stuff and you want to make it. I ended up helping my daughter with a bunch of handmade gifts for other family members and things like that. So it's like, and then of course, Brooklyn being in school, then I like to do stuff for the school, the kids and the teachers and things like that. So we enjoy doing that. And then, so we enjoy doing things like that. So although I got a lot done, some things I didn't get done. So I'm still debating on whether or not I just want to keep working on some of those things. I've got a lot of new dyes I want to practice with that I purchased last year, and a few came in this year. Just the other day I got another shipment in. The are they Cuttlebug? No, not Cuttlebug. I'll have to haul one out. I'm not sure, but they had a sale and it was so good I could hardly pass it up. They had anywhere from 45 to 70, I want to say like 75% off some of their dyes. So I got some of their dyes cheap, like just for a couple dollars. I mean, you just can't touch them anywhere for that, So most of the ones that I did purchase were right around the 70% off mark. So got a lot of nice dyes out of that. So I will haul that out before we're done today. I don't think it's on anymore. I think it was just so. I don't know if it does you any good to know, but maybe for next year. I guess it's something they do every year from the way I was gathering. And I just happened to be watching another YouTube channel, and she had said something about it. So I went right in the next day. I have a tablet right on my nightstand, because in order for me to fall asleep, I have to have something playing in my head. Otherwise, my brain just does not want to go night-night for me. So I typically will play a movie or something I've seen several times, so I just basically get bored and fall asleep. But in the evening before I do fall asleep, then I'll sometimes watch some YouTube videos, and not too much because I don't want to be too stimulated. And so I quite often will just watch a little bit, and I just happened to be watching her. And so I went into the website and was kind of poking around. I thought, okay, And I had time, so I waited till the next day rather than laying in bed and trying to look at it on my small screen the next morning. I pulled it up on my computer, looked through, and I put a lot more in my cart than I ended up buying, because by the time I was done adding all these little things, even though they were inexpensive, I was already up to almost $200. So sorry about that. That was my son, my oldest son. I was just talking about, I have 2 sons. I have a oldest son, then I have a youngest son, and my daughter is in the middle. And my daughter and my oldest son are the ones that have my grandchildren. And my other son, they don't have any children. So but yeah, so my son's boys, he has all boys. I don't get to see as much, but and his youngest is 14. 14? 13. 14. And then my daughter's youngest is the girl, and she just turned 6. So, and then, so we got some good age ranges there. I'm just trimming off this little bit of excess here that is cut there. What that is. Piece there. There we go. And looks like a little bit up here. No one probably would know, but I don't know if it doesn't want to cut very well that way. So I'm going to just try to hold it and trim it off a bit. The glue, I think, is still wet, so it's not cooperating with me very well. So yeah, so we do quite a things during the holiday season. We try to anyway, to keep it entertaining. So we do like Santa Parade and horse-drawn trolley rides, and then went and seen the light show. All right, that's good enough. Let's see here. All right, I have my glue gun heated up. So I have this little pom-pom trim, and I got this on Etsy. So, and it's very small. I'm going to say the ball is probably like 1/4 inch. So we'll go ahead and hot glue that around the edge. Let's see, do I want to use the small one, I think. But yeah. All right. So yeah, he was just returning my phone call. I figured once I started, I thought I'll start my video and then he'll call me back. And that's exactly what happened. So I told him I'd call him later on. Where's my loose end here? Got a little knot here. There we go. The more I pull it, the more it knots up. Should have done this prior to, huh? Right? There we go. I wanted to get this done today because tomorrow Loie is coming over in the morning, so we can craft together a bit, and then I'm going to go to an appointment with her. She has an appointment, so I'm going to go do that with her. So all I'm going to do is just add a bead of glue, and I think I'm going to start down here because this is going to get the most coverage with, I think I did it on the edge like that. So this is going to get the most coverage with the decorations, I think. So I'm just going to Put a little bead of glue on the edge there, like so. And then I'll do the inside too. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I've had these for so long, and I really, literally had them in a stack to go to donate. And I thought, you had an idea for them to begin with. That's why you bought them. They were such a good price. And when I bought the Q because they didn't have an O on clearance. So I thought, well, I got X and Q. I can turn that into an O pretty easy. Pretty easy, but yeah, they're nice as wood, so nice and sturdy. I like to use different trims and stuff on my home decor pieces, just something different, Maybe I can just put a bead on the wood itself. Let me see. I think I tried that on the other one and it was actually drying too fast. So let me see. Yeah, I think it works better if I put it right on the trim itself. So hopefully this won't take too awful long. Oh. It's not pulling it through. There we go. Let's see if that works better. I usually connect the pieces one on the other with the hot glue, but apparently it came undone. Came undone. Oh, that's a lot. That was a big glob. Okay. Oh, goodness. So I might pause this a little bit and do this so you're not just sitting there watching me do this. So I'm going to pause it a bit and then I'll be right back. Perfect. Okay, got that all done. I don't see no sense of having you just sit there and watch me glue that on. So there we go. Got all the pom-pom trim in there. Looking good. Yeah. All right, then I just have selected some of the my pre-made flowers and some of the flowers I've made. And I've just got them stacked in here. So we'll just start pulling some of those out and deciding how we're going to lay them out. I've got all different colors. I've got Prima flowers. I've got all different brands. Kaiser Craft. Just all kinds. And then some that I have made myself. Two. All right. I've got one of these. I used the other part of this on the X. So now I have some. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I want to put a bird nest right in here. So I'm going to grab some paper here a second to put down. Because when I use that stuff, it can be a little messy. So that way I can just pick that up and put it in here. So I'm just going to use some of this. And this is from Hobby Lobby, and you can buy it at the dollar store. It's just Spanish moss, but I found that the amount I get from Hobby Lobby, it's clean. It doesn't have sticks and stuff in it, so it ends up being a good price compared to the Dollar Tree stuff. And like I said, it doesn't have any sticks or anything, and it's very clean. So I'm just going to get a little nest going in there, just like that, I think. So I'm just going to get a big old glob of glue and put it in there. And then sit that down in there. My big glue gun might get a little cold here. Oh, no, it's not too bad. Let me see what it's doing here. Oh, yeah, a little cold. We'll let that heat up just a couple seconds here. And then we'll put that in there. But yeah, so that's what I did yesterday. I just started grabbing some different flowers and pulling them out and seeing what I wanted and what looked good to me. And my craft room is the teals and the pinks. Pink is like one of my favorite colors, and I would have to say that the teal colors are like probably my second favorite. But you can see just by me pulling on this stuff, it makes a nice sizable little mess there. And then I have some eggs. So if you watch at Easter time, you can get some nice decorative eggs at Hobby Lobby and the other craft stores. And so that's what I usually do. That's the best time of year to find a nice variety of eggs is at Easter time. And if you sometimes wait, of course they'll have them on clearance. And that makes it even nicer. So I'm just going to put globs of hot glue in here. Get this going here. Nice big glob. I want it to hold in there good. There we go. And I don't want it to get on me. I'm going to sit this right in there like that. And then I'm going to lay it down. Press. I don't want it to go through and get my fingers because that was a big old glob in there. There we go. Yeah. I think that will work. Just like that. So I have some that are teal and gold and pink and gold. So I think I'm going to go with just the teal ones, maybe 3 teal ones since there's so much pink. So I'm going to put these in clusters of 3. So I'm just going to put a good amount of hot glue on there. Put that little nest in the egg in the nest. And this one. And then this one. Here we go. And then we'll hold that up there. Make sure they get put down in there good. The glue drip. Yeah. I think that would be cute. And these do have a nice hanger on the back, so. All right, so I'm going to slide this out of my way now. It's probably good just to move stuff on here. Set that in my little trash bin. The Spanish moss. But yeah, you can see I have a big bag of eggs. And my little, when I see these in different colors, I buy these too. So, 'cause sometimes I like those for different things, different elements. All right. So let's see what we got here. That's a nice crumpled little flower. Where's my bucket? I'm going to bring my bucket back over here. I have this other little bird here. I do have a bird in the other one. So I think I'm going to, and this is just out of my stash. I'll put a good amount of hot glue on there. And then just kind of sit that on there. It's kind of a tiny bird for those big eggs, though, isn't it? I might have to go with, no, I like those eggs. So I think I'm just going to leave it. Oh, I do like a bigger bird, though, but I don't think I got a bigger one. think that was my biggest one. They'll be okay. Let me see. Do I have smaller eggs? I might have some smaller eggs in here. Let's see. I do have some little blue glitter. There's some little blue glitter ones. But I don't think those are big enough. I like the color of those ones. I do have these ones. I think I've got enough of those though. 1, 2, 3. All right, let me see. I have this size, but that's still stick in there. Let me see if I can get these out of here. 1, 2. Come on. There we go. And I'm not worried about the glue in there because it's going to get covered up again. That's not stuck down because I've been messing. All right, let's just kind of attach these in there. They're smaller, still a little bigger than the bird, but that's all right. A little bit smaller. Sometimes you just change your mind. Sometimes that happens. I'm just going to squish those down in there a little bit. Okay, there we go. That didn't hurt those eggs. All right, let's see here. Let's try again here. Okay, still a little big. That's okay. I can live with that. Now I did have these leaves from this pack here that are a nice size for gluing on there. So we'll just glue some of those on there and give it some dimension. Make it a little more three-dimensional. That. Do I have any? I just need one more of those maybe. Don't need a ton of them, just 3. There we go. And you probably don't notice much. Yeah, there you can see it's dimensional. So, all right, let me see. These ones I made these ones here. And maybe we'll put something in the center there. Okay. And I'll add something to the center there in a second. Okay. Let's do one of these in the other one. And I just took the green part that they had started coiled up and I coiled it up a little bit more, kind of spread these apart a little bit. And then glue that down there. And then we'll attach stuff over top of that. There we go. Some pretty teal flowers here. Did I get... Just a nice variety of flowers. All these leaves here are always nice to have. Stick sticking in there. It's got some glue in it. I can feel it grab that. So, and then I had some littler. What else do I got? Got one that's got. It's a different colored teal though. Alrighty. It's another one of my handmade flowers here. When I do projects where I need a lot of flowers, I'll make up a whole bunch of them, and then I will just put my extras in a tote or a container, and then when I need some extra flowers, oh, here's another bird, but that's a yellow one. I did have a dragonfly in that other one too. And then when I need some extra flowers, then I have some already ready to go. Now these ones are made with graphic 45 paper. So that's why I said, well, my scraps, I don't throw a lot of scraps. I mean, if they're too small, absolutely, I throw them. If I think I can get a punch out of them, and then I'll just keep using them. What do we got here? I think I'm going to... These little beads here are from AliExpress. Whoa, there goes one on the floor. I got them on AliExpress. Just that little. And these ones are kind of like they were hammered. So they have a texture to them. Some of them are smooth. You can buy smooth. But just a little bit of hot glue on there. So use it there. I had these out yesterday. I had them all over the floor too. Where did that one go? They went all over the floor. Start rolling around. There we go. And we got some, I think I used one of these cream ones yesterday. Not a good cluster of flowers. I'm just going to leave the wire on that one. Slide it on in there. Easier I make it on myself, the better. I do like this one here. Let's put that in there, I think, right there. Like so. And then I do want to get a cluster of flowers up here. Maybe going. Maybe big ones. Let's see. That I want to put on. I want another lifted up flower. All right, so let's take this one. It's a little smushed, crumpled up a little bit. Do have that. Okay, let me put this one up there. Right up in here. And then give me a light teal here. Like so. And the creams. Try to get a nice blend of colors. Colors and styles, like that. And then maybe get that one like that. Just kind of intermix them all. Here we go. Got another couple leaves here. Move that up. Leaf under there. Go. And I think I'm going to put one hanging off the side there to help cover up that line where I cut through. Just like that. And we'll hide that line a little bit. Just like so. Put some of these little teal ones out here. I like that. Sorry about the plastic noise. There we go. Cover up those wires a little bit there. Like that. Cover up the wires a little bit. I think I want another one of those. Maybe a medium dart for the one up here. Maybe like that. I think right there. Pull that teal over in that corner a little bit, like so. Just like that. All right, let me see here. Right. And then maybe that one there. Like that. Yeah, I think I'm going to slide that one in there. And I think we're close. Up an angle. Like that, I think. Of course, we'll have some glue strings to pull off, but I think that'll be all right. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to put that one there. And I think I'm about done there. Now, some of the other things I had on the other one, I had one of these little curlicues, and this was just twine that I soaked in glue, like tacky glue, and then I just wrapped it around a pencil and let it dry. So I had some of that poked into a couple different places on the other one. So maybe I'll just try to get it under here. I should have put it in first, because that's what I did with the other one. I had it in there. All right, let me see if I can get it underneath all this stuff here, maybe. If I'm lucky enough. It almost looks like a... Come on, get in there. Maybe. Okay. I think I'm just going to do that. I'm going to pull this out a little bit. Put some glue in there. I'm going to slide this in there like that. Just like that. Perfect. Just gives it a little more dimension, something fun. This piece here, where do we want to put that? Maybe there, or coming out of here. Okay, I think I'm going to do it coming out of there. So what I did was I just peeled it off, and then held it in my hand and then just used some of my art glitter glue, because I've had this in my stash for a long time too. So I'm trying to use up some of the things I have. So I don't trust the glues on these very much, especially when it's so old. I mean, it's sticking to my finger, but this is I've had this a long time. And I thought you might as well use some of these things up instead of just holding on to them, because they don't do any good to hold on to them. So that's my goal this year, is to use my stash. Maybe within the next couple of weeks, I'll do a walkthrough on my craft room. And I'm trying to reorganize it a bit. So there we go. So that's a little hard to see, but there you go, like that. And then we got all that. I think it's like looking pretty nice. Oops, is that not stuck? We get some glue underneath there and stick that back down. It's not stuck down there very well. There we go. It was stuck, but further down, so it was kind of peeling back a little bit. All right, I think, let me look around, maybe a little bow, and I think I'll be done. I think that will work. So I just had some of my scrap twine, and I just made bow. I think the other one had 2 bows in it, but it doesn't really matter. No one's going to know. I don't think they do bow counts. Maybe they do. I don't know. But maybe a little bump in there. So I'm going to trim that off. So yeah, give something like this a try if you want. It's actually kind of fun. And I'll hang this up in my craft room. And there we go. I think I'm going to leave it at that. I think that looks good. Let me see here. Of course, I have to pull a few glue strings. Just kind of doing an eyeball check. Let me hold this up a second and see what I think. And yeah, I'm not sure about that color of the eggs, but I might add a little white speckles or something on and take some of that stark blue away, because that blue really doesn't match my thing. But so if the picture looks different, that's why I decided to do a little touch. But in the actual video, it does not look bad. But I would prefer more of a teal. So if they do look different in the picture, that's why. So I want to thank you all for joining me today. And if you're a subscriber, thank you so very much for watching my little tiny YouTube channel. There's so many out there and so many beautiful creators and their ideas. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider doing so. Go ahead and hit that red subscribe button down in the right hand corner. Bell will pop up. If you hit that bell, you'll be notified each time I put up a new video. And as always, I wish you and your family many, many blessings, and I hope you have the best, happy, love-filled year yet. Thanks again. Love you all. Bye-bye.